Joe, Gage, Max, and Joe. Gage, Max, Joe, Gage, Max, and Joe. YouTube live show with Gage, Max, and Joe. Never fired up and ready to go. Gage, Max, and Joe. Gage, Max, Joe, Gage, Max, and Joe. Gage, Max, Joe, Gage, Max, and Joe. YouTube live show. Gage, Max, and Joe. And it's so like Gage, Max, and Joe.
And just like that, we're back. Max, how we doing, man?
Very good, yeah. Oh, you asked me first today. Thanks.
I know. Joe, I wouldn't have done it, but Joe told me to do it just to be nice.
Oh, Joe. Looking out for me.
Showing some love. Joe, how you doing? You know, I'm doing pretty good. I over the weekend I had a lot of time to think about everything that I was taking some shots last week from our fans on Instagram and YouTube. I was taking a lot of shots about my own personal love life or whatever. And you know, I was thinking a lot about that. Everyone thinks you're lonely, man. I know. That's what everybody thinks. That
Weird.
something happened for me to be like this, but for me, I stand strong with that feeling.
In all fairness, out of all of us, Joe definitely gets the most girls.
No.
Yes, he does. He does.
No.
I'm not saying you get a relationship. I'm just saying you definitely do. It's a hot topic. He does.
Yeah, Joe.
He's the captain and coach or ex-coach of Hawaii men's volleyball. So, you know, above.
The status.
The status of a champion. All right. So we got Zana Muno on later today and a special guest, which we will not announce, will be done.
Multi-platinum artist.
Multi-platinum artist. We're not going to name any names. We'll bring him or her on. We don't know.
This is someone that has been called the greatest artist of his generation. By us.
By us.
Fun fact about Max. Max ran 14 miles yesterday. Just for fun.
Yeah. No, not 13.8. Yeah, 13.8.
13.
That was 2 days ago, yeah. Just to do it, man. I just started going, and then I felt like Forrest Gump. You didn't want to stop. You just start going. I don't feel that good right now, though.
Run, Forrest, run.
Okay.
Exactly.
Actually, while we're on here, can I get something off my chest here? Okay, this has been bothering me for a while, and it's been pissing me off. All right, like in all seriousness, I'm freaking wired right now because of this. So, I don't like eating chocolate, right? I'm not a big chocolate guy, and but I do like Reese's peanut butter cups. I do like. It's weird. I like my mom's brownies and I like my mom's chocolate chips.
Cookies.
That's the only.
That makes sense.
What are you gonna do? Sue me. What are you gonna do? Okay. I don't like chocolate, but I like those specific things.
Okay.
All right, is what it is, right? But I do like Reese's, and Reese's has recently come out with this. I think it's like more peanut butter than chocolate, and I can barely taste the chocolate at all. You've seen that on the commercials, right?
Yep,
so I've seen that,
yep.
And as soon as it came out, I'm like, and it's been out for like 3 weeks. I saw this like about 2 weeks ago about this like new Reese's thing. So we go to the store. Going to the store is so weird though right now. Like it's still so weird to me. Like the mask and like social, like we'll be like, cause there's like arrows in the aisles. So we're like, we can't go. So I'm like, Joe, stay here. I'll throw it to you. So we're like throwing it over the aisles. So
efficient shopping.
But so I'm like going to Safeway and I'm like, okay, where are these Reese's Puffs? They have Reese's Chunky. They have double Reese's. They have the normal Reese's. They have white chocolate Reese's.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces, Reese's Thins. I'm like, where are these extra peanut butter Reese's? On the commercial, it says available literally anywhere. Will Arnett, literally, the voice for Reese's is like, go get them anywhere. I'm like, bull crap. I want my Reese's peanut butter, but I can't find them at the Safeway. I can't find them anywhere. I'm looking all over for them. I go online. I'm like, hey, where do we get them? And it says, not available. I'm like, you can't have a commercial that says they're available anywhere. Then you go on the website and you can't even order them. I'm like, this is what? I'm like, and I've been waiting for 2 weeks. I go into Safeway to shop. That's the first thing I look for. I go in the candy aisle. I go in the register aisle. I look for it, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Just picture you going to the grocery store and you got a cart just full of all candy.
As soon as that thing drops, I will just take it all, every aisle.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get to our first segment here. Thanks for listening to my rant here. Our first segment of Chalk Talk.
Chalk Talk.
Talkity. Let's go. So, first segment of Chalk Talk. We are coaches. Max is a coach, and we play the game. So we're going to talk about a dabble. So we're going to talk about the differences between coaching and playing. We've only coached at the club level, so we're going to kind of talk about the differences between that.
Our experiences. This is gonna be about our experience.
Personal experiences. A lot of hair pulling out, a lot of crazy
So
times.
let me start with this. Our family, my brother and I, we run a volleyball club for anybody who doesn't know. And so during the summers, most of the time, especially when we were at Hawaii, we would go help out and coach these teams. And we go to junior nationals at the beginning of July with these teams. And Gage and I, for the first time last summer, were put on the same staff. I believe that was the first time.
Usually we're split up.
And so for us, we were literally almost put in charge of this one team. It was us and one more coach. And they're like, all right, you guys go now. And this is one of the top teams in our club. So we go, and I how many times did we almost get carded?
Dude, we were like on the court. We're just like when someone because club level, especially if they're I mean, they're a really good team, but they weren't the top of the top. So when you're right at the bubble there, right at the brink of doing really well, medaling, you're just someone you're it's okay. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Please serve the ball in the court.
Just try to put the ball over next time, okay?
Yeah.
You just want
Yeah.
Gage almost gets carded and something happens and he throws a chair off of our bench.
Went Bobby Knight on him.
you
Gave him
can't
the Bobby
do that.
Knight.
I remember Gage, you can't be throwing the chair in a 17 and under boys, 16 and under boys volleyball tournament.
Dude, we didn't sit down the entire time. I was standing up. I was so juiced.
And for anyone that doesn't know, I don't know if it's the same rules internationally, but in the club level, only one coach is allowed to be standing. So Gage and I, we're so jumpy. We're always jumping off the bench, and the refs are always yelling at us. And a lot of times we'll jump off together to yell in the middle of the play. It's difficult when you're playing at the same time that you're coaching. It's really difficult to kind of make that switch and transition.
Separate. Yeah.
I was coaching our 14s last year, and it was day 2, day 3. We were putting the top of nationals. We were putting the top pool, and we were one game away. We lose in the third set versus a Puerto Rican team to go to gold. And I was so I'm so emotionally invested. I was so destroyed. I remember because we had a back-to-back game. We just lost the first one of the top teams.
And I'm pretty sure you had the second match is much harder. So that match is almost a must-win for you.
Yeah, it was a must-win because we lost and we got into silver. And I remember I was so emotionally invested. We had to play a game right afterwards. I was on the bench like this. And the kids were fine. And the parents from the kids had to come up and cheer me. Is it going to be okay? I'm it's not okay. You don't get it. I was so destroyed. I was 12-year-old.
That's funny, man.
Parents are the kids are fine. There's me. It's dude, we realize what just happened.
Max, you ventured in a little bit this year and coaching, I believe, yeah?
Yeah. I was coaching with James. We just had a coaching team together. It was super fun. But James is an easy guy to coach with. But
Wow.
you need a megaphone to compete with him. Yeah. But no, it was super fun. We loved it.
What was your favorite experience in terms of the actual coaching with the kids that you're working with?
I would say it's funny to see kids make a mistake or whatever. It's something that you did or maybe still do sometimes. And you're I really want to yell at you for that, but I do that sometimes too. So
That's me too.
I know, yeah.
I'm
so you take it personally.
I know you just watch.
What are you doing?
Exactly, because all the kids that we're coaching, they're always watching. They were always watching the Hawaii games, or this year they're watching in my German games, and they see me make mistakes that I yell at them about. And so it's always it's hard to go yell at them about when they see.
Yeah.
But I'm just trust me. We're trying to make everybody better here.
Yeah.
Don't do what I just did.
Yes, yeah.
You gotta level with them too. It's all about leveling. They know. If they understand, hey, I make this mistake too, then it's fine. But it's just fun experiences. So we promised Zana Muno, the Zana Muno,
AVP, up and coming, absolute stud.
And here she is. And joining us, Zana Muno. Say what's up to the peeps out there, Zana.
Well, my name is Zana Muno, but Zana Muno works too.
What
guys? How's it going?
We're going to do our research better with
Zana Bathuno from
Butcher the name.
Montezuma from
Shut up, Gage.
Sorry. So to fill the people in on a little backstory here, you are a graduate from UCLA, a Bruin, and you are a 2-time national champion, which is more than any of us and your boyfriend combined. we are all lost in that final. So tell us how it feels to win a national championship just from your own personal experience.
It's kind of cool just like being able to like not lose the last game of your season because like
Yeah.
everybody else you lose the last game of your season, so it's like such a bitter way to like end a season. But like
Yeah.
winning, you're like, well, now what? Like we won.
Yeah.
I
We've heard that that's a really good feeling too.
You guys did win the last game of your season this
We
year.
did.
Okay, yeah.
I can. I mean,
Oh
yeah.
that's so wild. I can't. That's so wild.
yeah.
Are you guys going back? Are you going back for another year?
So I'm a junior, so I come back for another
Okay.
year. Max is
Same here,
Max
yeah.
is gonna be. Are you gonna retake a year again, Max?
I'm not sure yet. I for sure have one more year than Gage does left
Yeah,
because I redshirted. But
Are you gonna like use that as a redshirt year though? Can you?
I can. I don't know. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do.
If Charlie steps
I'll
up
keep
with
it
the full
open.
ride, if Charlie Wade steps up with the
Oh,
full ride,
then that's a no-brainer. But yeah.
So Zana, we did some research last night, and we went through a lot of your social media, and compared to our social media, Gage and I post all kinds of just like really crappy photos.
A lot of
But
serious.
you're
Great
very
photos. Good, high-quality photos from
Yes.
our games. Shout out
We
to our
don't take those, Joe.
photographer.
We can't say
But-
they're good photos. We don't
no
take
of our own. So you're in general, like when we were taking a look, we're like she's very like hip and trendy, and but
Oh,
this-
that's nice. I would never have said that, but okay.
No, I 100% would say that. But also at the same time, you like to post a lot of like funny or like embarrassing photos or videos of yourself. And there's someone else who likes to do that a lot here. And for me, it's I've never like been big on that, but
It's fun.
I think it's entertaining for sure.
I mean, you get it, Zana. It's like if you take yourself too seriously, if you can joke around about yourself, then I mean, you're just kind of a free person. You know how it is. You feel
Like
me?
I don't want to like be like, oh, my life's perfect. Like look at me, like I'm like beautiful when I like hit the ball. Like
Yeah.
it's not realistic. Like I'm just
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to.
How many headshots have you taken? Did you take? I feel like just last year alone, I saw a bunch of pictures and videos of you just like getting hit in the head a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like talk about it.
Because those shots alone are like,
I mean, could you play libero, right? So I play libero and I get hit. I always say if you get hit like twice during practice in the face, you're doing your job. Because you played libero your last year, yeah?
Yeah, my last 2 years I played libero.
Wow, and you play from right back. I've never seen that. That's the first thing I've ever
I
seen.
played for 3 rotations right back, 3 rotations left back. Because I set my freshman year, so
Yeah.
I know how to play right back.
I feel like so I've always been a libero and I've also had the urge to hit. But if you were did you ever play, because you played front row and you've had the urge to like block and hit and whatnot,
I
right?
played opposite and outside my sophomore year.
Gosh, that must be so. You must be like when you're front rows,
just
not
plays
doing your
every
job. You
plays
just
every
Yeah.
position.
so riled up. You're like,
So hard.
throw that deep ball. No, I get that. I get that.
Wait, and so that transition from what made you just kind of like stop indoor altogether?
Honestly, kind of got burnt out. I think like I played club indoor. I didn't play that long. I started in 8th grade, and then I don't know. I think playing 2 sports in college was just so much, and then I didn't really want to go live overseas by myself. I couldn't do that. I give credit to you guys.
For sure.
Okay.
So you mentioned you played 2 sports. I don't think many people who aren't super tied into the volleyball world realize that playing beach volleyball and indoor volleyball is
Yeah.
playing completely 2 different sports. What is the training schedule alone? Do you do any cross training in the off seasons of any of those sports when you do that?
No, like so in college, like when you're playing, I'm an indoor player because
Mhm.
you can't play beach. You can't be on a beach scholarship and play indoor. You have to be on an indoor scholarship and play beach. So like our indoor coach owns us. So when we're in beach season, we still lift like off season lifting with our indoor team.
Oh, wow.
3
Right
days
on.
a week. We practice 2 days a week indoor. Like it's pretty gnarly.
So did that have an impact on like your role like for beach stuff? Just
Totally. Yeah.
You must be gassed for practice and stuff too.
No, yeah, it's like a nightmare, and we always complain. I felt so bad for like the beach only girls because we show up and like they're like kind of fresh, like just coming from like a lightweights, and we're like deadlifting like so heavy, and we're all like assault biking, like absolutely dead.
Yeah,
And then we come and we're just like bitching the whole time, and they're like
yeah.
not
Do you-
loving it.
So I know a lot of college coaches, indoor and beach for the same school, they don't collab very well. Like
Yeah.
the beach coach is like, oh no, you come to this, but the indoor coach is like, no, you have to come to this. Has it ever happened at UCLA? Do they work pretty well together?
They worked pretty well together. I think that like it helped them both. Like it allowed the indoor team to get a lot of girls that wanted to do both, and then allowed the beach team to like get girls that played indoor. So like because they both benefited, I think that they kind of worked really well together, which I'm like so appreciative of because like I think we're like the only school
Right
does.
on. Yeah, no, for sure. So that segues into my next question here. 2017, you were still on the indoor team, correct? Because I remember,
Yeah,
I know where this is going.
and you were setting this year because I remember it was beginning of the season and our men's volleyball team at UH. We started this kind of tradition. I think it was that year when we got big into it, where we'd show up in costumes to the matches.
Yes.
And I remember specifically some of our guys going after. I don't remember if you remember anything. I remember some
I blocked it all out.
because some of our guys were under a little bit of they had a little bit of liquid courage.
Had
let's
a
say.
heightened understanding of the situation.
Mike Seeley comes off after the second set, and Stein was into it that night. He was super. He was wearing a
Looked
white
good.
robe.
Feeling good.
Mike Seeley comes walking off into the tunnel right past our entire team. And I'm not kidding, like 1.5 to 2 feet, our guy gets in his face screaming like, Mike Seeley, you're never going to win a national championship. Like he had won just like a few years before.
Yeah.
And he screamed, like I had to grab Stein, like Stein. And Seeley's just staring at him like 2 feet away. But I don't know if you remember, I think I remember like half our team.
You guys were gnarly. It's so fun playing there.
Is that the best?
And you guys were right behind us serving, I feel like. I remember that.
So was
And
that
Yeah,
look up,
we
don't look
sat
up.
right behind you guys. Yeah.
was that some of the worst that you faced as far as the crowd, or best, depends on what you like more as a player. But has that been the most intense you've heard from the crowd?
Like playing at UH is like the most fun. I think just like it's so loud, and like at UCLA, it's such a big town that like nobody goes to volleyball games. So getting to go there is like such a treat. But I remember Stanford, they had a whiteboard and they were just absolutely roasting us on this whiteboard.
Oh my!
Stanford fans are hilarious. They're smart.
Yeah, they're smart. They come up with shit that you just wouldn't think of. I'm like, damn, that. Like it was so hard not to look because they were coming up with such good things.
That's funny.
Well, Zana, we're going to move into our next segment here. We're going to allow a multi-platinum artist, the future of music, to kind of join us here. Ladies and gentlemen, with Zana Muno, Micah Ma'a. Comma, my bad. And we're joined by volleyball power couple, Micah Ma'a, Zana Muno. How we doing? Micah, the biggest LeBron fan in the planet. How you feeling about this new Last Dance documentary?
You know, the Last Dance documentary, it's all right. It's all right. But if anything, it showed me that LeBron is still the greatest player of all time.
Okay.
There's no question about it.
If you say so. So off camera, Zana was telling us about some stories about you shooting rattlesnakes and running around with a pistol on our farm right now, killing rattlesnakes.
That is correct.
How many did you pop off?
The rumors are
I
true.
popped off 18 as of this moment.
Playing Red Dead Redemption over there.
Now, listen, our off-season training's a little different up here in the country.
Agility training.
So agility training, you put me in a room, a small 2x2 room with 2 rattlesnakes, and you see who comes out the other side.
So Micah he's an OG. He has been on the huddle. This is his first time being on out of
Correct.
True.
This is correct.
This
I
Listen,
made it before you did.
huh?
I made it on before you did.
Ooh,
I know. Okay, because hey, I was on the
He's the
huddle.
hip and trendy one.
I'm in the huddle.
We only have 4 guests on the huddle. Only
Who
4.
are those 4 guests?
One of the elite few. Who were they?
It's Micah, Nicolin, right?
Jenna?
Jenna. No, was Jenna? I don't think so.
And Aaron
She was.
Fox.
And Aaron Fox. You're in an elite class right now, but Zana's an OG and out of system though, so she did beat you in that category. So
Okay.
we're gonna kind of grill you guys. Now we got a text as Zana specified, received by Micah. He's like, bring it on, anything you want. So
Anything.
we're gonna give the people what they want to hear. We wrote down a list of questions, about 4 of them,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go into a game asking more questions. So the volleyball world wants to know, what is Micah and Zana or comma relationship like? Where's it? Zana, you're at the farm right now. Where's your country at? You gotta get.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
There we
My
go.
headphones.
Oh, he's
There we
right in
go,
arm's
there we
reach.
There
Nice.
we go. There we go.
I don't know if it's on backwards. I don't know how these things work.
Right there. You got it down.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we have Kama on, and he is a multi-platinum artist, as you
Yeah.
guys know. His songs out like Birds. And what was it? Tomorrow.
I can't leave her, I don't think she'll be alright. Man, I'm tired, I can't sleep.
The next song is
Big
featuring,
fan.
the next song is featuring a really small guest. You guys may not know of him, but yeah, Champagne Poppy's on the next track.
So, in these songs, you speak of a significant other, and out of curiosity, how many of those significant others are Zana? Out of all your songs,
0.
ooh,
The truth comes out.
The truth comes out. How you handling that, Zana?
You know, at first it really hurt me, and it's slowly it's something that we fight about
Oh,
often.
be
I
quiet.
listen
Hey,
to the songs, they're
listen.
so
These stories are not actually like with a significant other.
They're just ideas or thoughts that you had. That you put
Incorrect.
into a song.
No, they are real life stories that have happened in my life without
All right.
So when's
a significant other.
All right.
so when's Zana song coming out?
She's had a song come out.
Really? What's it
Yeah,
called?
Check it out.
What's it
It's called
Oh,
well,
God.
it's Kofi's song.
Oh, shit.
It's Kofi's song, but I have a verse on there, and it's called "Bout It."
About it. Check that out. Is
That's
it on Spotify? Can we check it out on Spotify?
Should be, yeah. It's on Kofi's page. It's on Kofi's page.
All right, we'll be checking
It's
that
a
out.
it's a real heart burner, man.
It's a hard
Put your heart and soul in it.
I hit it where it counts, right there. That's
that hard?
that one earned me big points.
Zana, have you listened to this song?
I have. He played it for me. He sang it. It was very romantic.
Really?
I ain't gonna never stop loving you.
Oh, wow.
How's that?
Sing it
Look
to
at
you.
you. Look at you guys over there. I love it. Okay, we're gonna go into our next question. So you guys are icons in the volleyball world, both pop culture, I guess, and on the floor. So, given that you are two very attractive people and high up in the volleyball world, do you ever get jealous that other people are constantly staring at you guys and the spotlight's on you with multiple Instagram followers?
Should I take this first, or should Zana?
Either one. Drop
here we
it.
go.
Hey, you go ahead.
So Zana is a very attractive woman, and her sport is quite revealing. So at times it can be difficult. But I don't know, Zana, you can go.
You know, I don't get jealous.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Not at
No.
all.
No.
I mean, he's walking on the beach, you know, he only has his board shorts on, you know, at the beach. You never know, you know.
Hey, she's got to know that this right here, this isn't guaranteed. Guaranteed. No.
Zana, what's that chick's name, Zana?
We haven't named him yet. I want to name him. We can honor. You guys can be the honorary name.
Out of system. No. All publicity is good publicity.
His name is out of system.
I don't know. What could a name for that be? Popeyes?
Name it after the greatest basketball player of all time. Name it Michael.
MJ.
Mike,
Michael,
MJ.
MJ. Name him MJ just for Michael.
MJ.
We do not want to get into this right now. Listen, how long do you guys have on this thing?
Oh, we got all day. We're gonna go, and this is our
should go
last.
for the longest out of system podcast of all time.
It's
Go
gonna be
for
your
the
lowest
record.
view for sure.
Donna's give us a view from her farm, shooting rattlesnakes out there.
Just run around, pumping around into the dirt.
So, Donna, I want you to kind of answer this question first.
Okay,
Who said "I love you" first?
Micah.
Really? How
Nice
long?
job,
After
Micah.
how long was it?
I don't know. I don't want to say.
I don't know
Don't
either.
Is it embarrassing how long it
You
is?
don't
How
know
short
or
it
you don't
is?
want to say?
Donna
There's a
knows,
difference.
but she just doesn't want to say. Micah doesn't
Say
know.
Okay, thank you. I sure as hell don't know.
Yeah, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and then like a week later, he's like, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" I'm like, "You asked me a week ago." He's like, "Yeah."
But
It was our friend's wedding.
the people want to know when did the "I love you" come? How long
Donna's
after
the
that
only one who
girlfriend?
knows.
How long after the first
Oh.
girlfriend?
That is my phone. I'm that person.
Wait, did you text it or you say it first, Micah?
No, I said it to her, but she wrote down the date, I guess.
So Zana, how did you respond to this?
I didn't sit back.
Oh,
She said cool. She just cool, period.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
You're a good friend. Thanks.
It was after like 3
Thanks, buddy.
weeks. It
Hey.
was not long.
oh yeah, sure. She says, "Get out of my face."
Get on me. Get the
It was like six weeks into us hanging out.
I feel like that's a pretty average, I guess. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, some people take.
We're
longer,
definitely
but I
not
guess.
boyfriend girlfriend yet.
So I think. Oh, he's got asked his 5th time.
Oh my god. No.
fifth time's the charm.
So Micah, we kind of discussed this earlier, and I think it's kind of time. You know, we talked about it. You know, the ring on the show, about proposing on the show. You know. Our first out of system wedding. It's gonna be live on here. Tune in. It's gonna be here.
Get on the piano. I need you to play something.
Get on one knee. Let's see it. Okay. So now that we got that,
Hey, that would be a promo for
that would be huge. If you
Live.
could get on one knee right now and propose, or vice versa, Zana, I'm all in. It's 2020. You know, we're all about it.
He's like,
You know
no,
how
no,
it
no,
is.
no.
A little quarantine proposal. You know how it is.
Oh, that would cost some big bucks. That'd be like $20 for me to do that.
You'd have to set up the invites on the URL. Just like
Sponsored by K Jewelers or something. This show.
Yeah, get it sponsored. Oh
Okay.
god.
So we're gonna go into our next segment here. We sent you guys, for the fans out there, we sent them questions, about four questions each. Joe's gonna be running this, and we call this next segment Throuples Therapy. Now, we couldn't find a throuple, so we have a couple here.
I've been working on a throuple for a long time. We'll be back on this show. We'll be back.
Our first we're couples and then throuples.
You guys, my mom can hear this.
Oh
So,
my.
all right. We're gonna get right into it here. So, Mike and Zana, we hope you guys didn't tell each other exactly what we're gonna be asking
No.
today.
No, we
But-
didn't.
We're good.
All
Steve.
right, 4 questions for each here. We're gonna go ladies first here, so we're gonna let Zana. I'm gonna ask you the first question here. I think we start a little easier, then it might get more difficult as we go down. Maybe.
All right.
So Zana, how many total state championships with all sports included at Punahou did Micah win?
Micah's played basketball, football, and volleyball, correct?
And
Yeah.
and badminton.
And badminton. Sorry.
Yeah, but I lost in the finals, a heated one.
If you were to take a guess, Zana, how many would you say?
6.
Bingo!
6.
One
Yes,
for one. For one. Wow, that's impressive.
we just talked about it. Somebody else has a lot. That Micah Christenson has a lot.
He's probably like,
Yeah, I think USA Volleyball put out that Micah Christenson had a lot, and then she's like, "How many do you have?" And I told her. So that's why when you asked
You
me, I was
more?
like, "Shoot, that's so easy." I
You
think he
more?
had 4. I think he had 4.
Ooh.
So Micah, we're gonna start you on a question here. What color eyes does Zana have?
Close your eyes, Zana.
Hazel.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
I thought you were
Wow.
going to get stumped on that, to be honest. I
That's
thought it was like,
descriptive too. That's like a certain shade of brown.
I know him. I know him.
I looked in your eyes and I sang to you. I know what they look like.
All right, Zana. Question number 2. Which is Micah's favorite Hawaiian food?
Oh, this one's hard.
Oh
Ooh.
God.
I don't know if he's talked to this.
Yeah, I like the
much.
sweets. Remember, I like the sweets.
Lihi Moi?
Oh,
That's a really good guess. And I'm
wait,
sure
does that count?
Give another guess. Give another guess.
Because
Uh,
I thought it was traditional Hawaiian food.
it doesn't count because it's not what you told me.
That's true.
It has to be what you sent me.
No, I know, but everybody here knows that that's what.
Yeah, for
but,
sure. But there's one more thing that we're looking
Give her
for.
one more clue. Give her one more clue,
Okay,
Micah.
so basically, this isn't like Lihi Mui is actually Asian. This is actually Hawaiian, so it's kind of hard. Like,
Yeah.
Do I even know what like this thing is?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it to you here. It's Halpia.
Yeah,
What is
we've
how-
never.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think we've gotten that.
So that's
It's a
that's the answer.
dessert. It's
Micah.
like a coconut dessert.
Yeah, it's coconut. You can
But
make.
that's why when you asked me that, I was like, wait, how is she gonna know? Like,
No, that's a good
Lihimuwi is
question.
the
Good
correct
question.
answer.
Lihimuwi, yeah, Lihimuwi for sure is good. All right, Micah, what are? This should be easy for you, I would think. What are Zana's top 3 AVP finishes in her career?
Hermosa.
Which was
Which
you got to say the place
which
too.
place?
Third.
Okay.
She's a lot of ninths.
Yeah.
Soon to be first.
You're right. That's it. The other because she's played in 4 tournaments total, correct? And so the
Yeah.
other 3 were Chicago, Manhattan, and Hawaii, where she finished.
Yeah,
ninth
so I was
in all of
confused.
those.
I was like, I don't know how to make
Yeah.
which ninth is more.
No, so you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Though.
Honey.
Kind of a tie.
Yes, ma'am.
Trick question.
What's the
There was
score here?
4.
What's the score?
We're perfect.
Perfect. All right. Question for Zana.
Okay.
Which volleyball position?
Oh wait. Oh, you did it.
Which volleyball position?
No. Can we please?
Micah's favorite to play.
No. We didn't correct it.
I think I'll take a guess, though, Zana.
Yeah.
We'll keep.
Favorite to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Volleyball position. Remember
Something Micah did not keep in mind.
when he said his answer.
Hold on.
God.
I'm
Guys.
so confused.
We will.
Like so if he could choose any position, what do you think he would choose to play?
Outside?
Yeah, that's correct.
Outside.
Correct.
We'll say that's correct.
We're killing it.
All right,
Okay.
number 3 for Micah. What is Zana's favorite adult beverage to drink casually?
Oh, casually? So she likes wine. She likes
Bingo.
Pinot Noirs.
Bingo.
She likes-
Bingo.
Ding,
Oh.
ding, ding, ding,
Bingo.
ding.
Wine.
What were you
Wine.
gonna say? What were you gonna go into?
What kind of wine?
Yeah, she likes Pinot Noirs in the reds, and then she likes like buttery Chardonnays in the whites.
You know the whites.
Chardonnays.
Oh, a buttery Chardonnay.
You know the whites and the reds.
I know a fair amount about fine food and drink. This is a white.
All right. So this last question we asked you actually was both the same question because we wanted to hear your response.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask Micah first, actually. What do you think Zana said was the most annoying thing about you? And when she told me this, I absolutely know what she's talking about. Like when she texted me this, because I have seen it for sure.
What? Is it digging my nose?
Yeah, her exact answer was picking nose and throws in bed.
Yes! Yes! We're freaking golden. I got
And Zana, what do you think Micah said for his answer about you?
I don't know. I'm perfect.
That's what he said.
Oh my
He says he
God,
loves everything about it, which I think is
You're
wow.
sick.
Micah, boyfriend of the year with that answer right there.
Guys, hey, take notes, everybody. Rattle, I know you can't be on video because Bulgaria's laws and rules. I know it's real sketchy stuff
Teacher's
over there,
pet.
but
Okay.
hey,
Smart. That's a smart man right there. That is a smart man.
take notes, boys. Take
Guys,
notes.
thank you guys so much for joining us, Micah. Now you stated
on.
that you've had a rap for Zana. Is there anything that you could freestyle for
Yeah.
Zana or for anyone out there? It's up to you. We're gonna leave it up to you. We're gonna give you
we
about
were hoping
20
to get a little
seconds.
quick bit here before we sign off.
Of course. Does anybody have Gage? Hit me
Max.
with the beat,
Give him a
please.
beat.
Max, lay down a beat. Max, the musical man.
Do you
Here.
want me to beatbox something?
Max,
Yes,
grab your
yes.
guitar. Grab your guitar.
Oh man, I don't have one with me. We should
Beatbox or something, Max.
beatbox. Okay,
Okay.
Micah, you want a slow
Okay.
beat or a quick beat?
I want anything you got. Hey, Gage.
I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Wait, Gage. Give me 5 words.
Zana,
Okay.
volleyball,
Okay.
LeBron.
5 days?
LeBron. I don't know
Okay.
5 words.
In
Comma,
your nose.
Okay.
comma, and picking nose. Well, actually,
Okay. Hit me.
Okay, ready?
Go. Hey. Oh, it's hard to hear.
Oh, my bad.
louder, man.
You want me to beatbox louder? Okay.
Yeah. Can I get the volume up, please? Hey. It's karma. Back on the beat. If you're listening, please better take a seat. I got 5 words now that I gotta use. Hey, you can see yourself in the news. Got picking my nose that I do all the time. Got the greatest goat of time. Mr. LeBron, yeah, better than MJ. Yes, you're gonna say that yes every damn day.
Oh!
Volleyball. And you know, I'm not that tall. 6'2" might be better than yo, but I don't think that I'm the best in the crew. When I say Mr. Gage, what's the word? Yes, you know, I got tomorrow and birds. Check it out on Spotify. When you listen, yes, you'll know why. Hey.
Hey!
Oh,
Bravo!
yeah!
I could not
That
hear
was
the
wild.
beat, so I had to kind of.
Oh, my bad.
It's tough. It's
was
tough
killer.
right now. We need to get in the studio one time together, all of us.
Dude, that freestyle was tough. That's what was
Hey,
tough.
we can make an out of system theme song.
Max didn't collab. We already do. Max made it. Max.
That's true. No, that is the
Great
greatest,
mistake.
the greatest thing I've ever seen. Who
So
did
fired
that?
up when you saw it.
We filmed
Max
it.
came up that.
Yeah.
Max came up with the song. I filmed it, and together we put our talents together. And
How'd you guys edit that? That's sick.
Gage did all the video, yeah.
We have to film an outro song though. Maybe we get in one time. We put together an
Freestyle,
outro song.
yeah.
We have an
Real
intro.
quick,
We need an outro.
let me hear why you guys think Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time. Let me hear.
Oh God, I'm getting out of here. I can't hear this again.
so, one more second. How about we discuss this off the call? We'll discuss this off the call. We've had our first couple, soon turned throuple, on the show, out of system. Now we have
Pray for
Micah,
me, boy.
first
Pray for me.
first member of the Huddle and Out of System Club. Zana OG before Micah on the Out of System. Ladies and gentlemen, Micah and Zana Muno.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, out of system.
Well, freaking wild. That was fun. I think that was the most fun.
That was good.
We had a lot of fun on the show, but that was by far like the most fun we've ever had, for sure. That was just too funny. So we're gonna go. Oh, sorry, I have this little hanger here. Sorry, I don't know why I have it. So we're gonna go into I don't want to call it a segment, but we asked the fans out there on our Instagram page. If you haven't already, go follow us on Out of System _ at 808 or _ 808. On Instagram, we put out messages like stuff we want to hear from the show. We pull out polls, whatnot. And the latest poll we put out a couple days ago, it was who in the volleyball world should be a good relationship, could be a good couple. And this is Joe's favorite.
And yeah, we were aiming. We want to see like all over the world or in NCAA, but we got a lot of them had us included in them, which we appreciate, I guess. We
weren't really going for that, but it's flattering.
So, the first one, a lot of people wanted to see Rado and Gabi Garcia together. I don't know how both of them feel about that. I heard Gabi's in a relationship.
Gabi's like married.
Okay, well,
Or
I don't
engaged.
think that's
wanna
gonna
put any
happen.
rumors out
The
there.
other
like
one we
married.
had is Rado and one of our guests from last week, Catherine Plummer.
Oh my gosh, that would
Wow.
That would be. And then we also had everybody loves Rado with the Stanford
be
team
like-
because somebody else said Rado and Morgan Hens. So Rado went to the wrong school, I think. People, according to these people. The other ones we had, for some reason, they want Gage and I getting with some of the Nebraska girls. We must have some Nebraska fans on here. Somebody wanted Gage and Kenzie Knuckles. I think that's a libero. I think it's a libero.
Sadly, I'm taking. I'm sorry, Kenzie. If you're listening to this, sorry to break your heart, but
Much to Joe's dismay, Gage is taken.
yeah, much is disgust, and I hear it every day.
And the other one we had was a UH Beach. I don't know if she's on the team anymore, but also also a former BYU player from Germany, Amy Ozzie and Daubert. A few years ago.
That's an interesting.
That
Daubert
was
playing
an
the
interesting
right side
one.
for BYU.
That was an interesting one.
Who thought of Daubert? Like I love Daubert, but the person.
These are really creative responses people have. They're going deep.
From the national team, we have Tori Dixon and Max Holt.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a talk.
Yeah, that's interesting. They both might be taken. I'm not sure.
Both might be married even.
That's true.
There's no boundaries on this.
We're not super sure about that.
It's just a game. It's just a joke. Doesn't matter.
Shane Angle, one of our followers, said me and Max. So
Hey,
Max, we have
a lot of
somebody
love.
that's interested.
Oh no, him and me? I thought you meant me and Joe. I was like, all right, I'm down for that.
We have Max. We have Max engaged.
Hey, shocker.
Another one we
That
got.
already happened. So
Yeah.
Is there any others you guys remember?
I mean that we're gonna continue to put out these kinds of polls. Just something fun.
Yeah.
Probably related to our next upcoming guests. So make sure you guys again watch. We post a lot of stories, but a lot of them are very, very juicy. So make sure you definitely tune
Reply.
in.
We love bringing you guys on.
Exactly. So we have our next show again is Totally Exposed. So if you haven't sent in a video already, we're getting a lot of great responses. We love it. Phenomenal. We're laughing our butts off every time we read them. But send it in. If you have a funny video related to volleyball, it can be of you. It can be of someone else. It doesn't matter. It can be something you found online. It doesn't matter.
To be of us, yeah.
It can be of us, exactly. I've gotten a couple of those, and I kind of really, really enjoy those.
People are like, remember this time you messed this thing up really badly? Yeah, sure. Let's laugh.
I got somebody that was like, hey, remember when you like? I remember one guy was like, you remember when you like forgot how to libero? I'm like, all right.
All right.
Joe reminds me of that every practice.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We had a lot of fun here. We hope to keep sending some love in this hard time. So this has been Out of System.
And the birds go